Welcome back to the Arise interview, where we speak to the newsmakers as well as ordinary people doing extraordinary things around the world and featuring the voices at the heart of the conversations. I'm Sumner Sambo, and we now move on to Delta State, where the Delta State Governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, as we know, is the vice presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party at the moment. Now, the emergence of Okowa as the vice presidential candidate has resulted in mixed reactions. While some people are cheering the decision of Atiku Abubakar to nominate him, others say his emergence is wrong, as it is the turn of the southern part of the country to produce the next president. And of course, there was this warning by the pan-Igbo organization that no one from the southeast or even close by should be able to take the vice presidential ticket. But Governor Okowa says he comes from an Igbo part of Delta State, and Atiku described him as a vice president in waiting. He says he finds Governor Okowa as a disciplined and committed Nigerian who has the strength and the capacity to be able to stand in even as president if he's unavailable. Well, for more on this, let's cross now to Asaba, where Auwalu Tukur, the chairman of the Delta State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board, who was also a former special assistant to the former governor of Delta State, several former governors, is joining us. So good to have you, Alhaji Tukur, join us on the show here. Tell us more about Governor Ifeanyi Okowa's credentials. I mean, we've seen up north where a lot of persons are saying that they don't know who Okowa is and what sort of national credentials he's bringing to the PDP presidential ticket. Tell us more about him.
Thank you very much for having me this very time on your TV station. Well, what I'm going to say first of all is that Governor Okowa is a very, very humble person. Okowa is a mini Nigeria. Why I say so is that from time immemorial, Okowa held the position of a secretary to the local government before he became a local government chairman. From there, he became commissioner 3 times in Delta State. From there, he became secretary to the state government. From there, the people of Delta North begged him to come and contest for Senate, which he contested and won the election convincingly that time. I could remember when he was a commissioner for agriculture and later become commissioner for health and water resources before becoming commissioner for health. He carried all Nigerians along. I could remember as at that time when he was commissioner during Ibori's time, he has an essay who is an Hausa man, he has an essay who is a Yoruba man, he has an essay to the commissioner who is also an Igbo man. That is why I say Okowa is mini Nigeria. He has been carrying all Nigerians along from time immemorial. I could remember when he became secretary to the state government, he made sure say all the tribes in Nigeria that are living in Delta State are part and parcel of the government of His Excellency Dr. Emmanuel Uduaghan. And right now, when he was a governor, since 2015, when he became the governor of Delta State, he makes sure say that all Nigerians are part of his government. It is only him in 17 southern Nigeria that has 3 Hausa men in his government as senior special assistant. We have 3 women as senior special assistant. We have 3 Yoruba men in his government. We have other minority tribes are also part of this government. He carried everybody along, all along his empowerment programs. He used to carry all of us along. I'm an Hausa man from Kano State, but I'm part of his government, and he's doing well. He's carrying everybody along. That is why I say Okowa has been doing well. Only that he doesn't make noise, he doesn't brag. You know, a humble man, a medical doctor with a very good background.
All right, now let's talk about the ticket now, Atiku Okowa, how would those of you who have been very close to him over the years and who are in his government help to market him to the northern part of the country? I mean, what measures are you putting in place to make sure that those who don't know Okowa actually get to know him based on what you have said? Because some people up north will tell you that they haven't known so much about him.
Actually, if you could remember some few months ago, since last year, some of our brothers from the north have been calling Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa to come out and contest. Many groups have met me, and many groups, if you watch out channels and other media groups, you will see they made a lot of press conference calling on him because they have assessed other governors and found Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa as worthy person to contest for the office of the president of this country. But unfortunately, Dr. Okowa did not come out and contest for the presidency. Thank God His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the Waziri of Adama, find him worthy because he knows the quality he possesses. And our people in the north knows what Okowa stands for. He's a man of integrity. He's a man who believes in the unity and peaceful coexistence of this country.
People say that Okowa does not have people actually criticize him for not having so many friends up north, and that he has to do a lot of legwork to gain more acceptability among the northern elites. And what sort of arrangement are you putting on ground as one of his aides to ensure that he gains that momentum and popularity among top northern politicians, civil society organizations, I mean emirs, imams, and all of that, so that he'll be able to have at least some soft landing ahead of 2023?
Well, we are working on that, and you should let me remind you, Okowa is a senator. He's a senator he was a former senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I believe he knows most of the northern leaders. When he entered, Sultan was here in Delta State. Many emirs came to Delta State, and Okowa used to visit them. Okowa have a lot of friends across the north. It is only some few people that are saying they don't know Okowa, this, that. Okowa is well known. As I told you, a lot of civil society up north are yearning to come and see Okowa. Right now, as I'm talking to you, I have over 20 different groups that have spoken to me that they want to come and pay a visit to Okowa, because many of them are saying they have been hearing his good work, they have been watching him on your TV stations, on channel stations, and other media organizations, the good work he has been doing, and he has been carrying all Nigerians along. I could remember the northerners have one of the biggest markets in the southern Nigeria. He allocated over 18 hectares, not acres, 18 hectares of land, where they have a very massive, the biggest Arewa market in 17 southern Nigeria, in Asaba here, Oko, where you come and see the biggest cow markets, onion market, tomato market, and many other perishable goods. So Okowa is not a new name. Okowa is almost a household name in the entire country, because it has been long he has been in politics.
Now, considering the how the APC is in power at the center at the moment, and then the acceptability of the APC in the north more, how much challenge do you think the PDP ticket has to be able to market themselves? I mean, talking of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and then Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, to be able to market themselves to Nigerians, not just in the north, but generally. How do you think that this ticket can present itself as a winning ticket to help solve Nigerian problems? And what sort of support do you think Okowa can give to Atiku to help market this ticket very well across the country?
First of all, Okowa is an Igbo man from Delta, I believe Igbo from across Nigeria will support Okowa. And you know, Atiku is already on the ground. We are only waiting for swearing in day too. Because I believe no any Nigeria will vote APC. Can you travel from Delta State to Kaduna State without any fear? It's not possible. You are afraid. People want to go and see their relatives, but because they are afraid of kidnapping, armed robbery, banditry along the road. Now, what Nigerians are yearning is for peace and security and economic revival. That is why we want Nigerians are yearning for PDP to come back. Nobody is praying for APC to come back again.
So I'm asking you, what you have worked with Okowa, and so I'm asking you, what sort of experience will he be bringing to the ticket to support Atiku Abubakar so that this ticket can be marketed very well to Nigerians? I mean, you have worked with him generally, and you've supported his government in Delta State. What sort of experience will you be bringing that will be new, that will help Atiku to be able to be formidable in different parts of the country, especially the North, whose interests you are representing in Okowa's government?
You see, Okowa is a grassroots politician. He has the experience. He's capable. And he has the outreach to reach all the nooks and crannies of this country. I believe with his vast experience in politics for many, many years, he will bring it into the table and assist His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to win this election.
Mentioned earlier on that Okowa, being an Igbo speaking part of Delta, that he is well accepted, but we have seen some other groups too being aggrieved that he's taking the chance of the Southeast, that although he's Igbo from Delta, but nonetheless that slot was supposed to have been for the Southeast or even the presidential ticket itself. What will you say to these persons who are aggrieved that it looks like he usurped their own position?
What I will call on all those that are aggrieved, let them come together and let us put hands together and salvage Nigeria from APC. To come together and work as a team, because in this country, I think we have reached a time whereby religion, either religion or tribe, it's not an issue. Let us leave religion or tribe. Let us look for a capable hand that will deliver, that will work very well. That is all we need. Whether you be Hausa man, whether you be Igbo man, whether you be Yoruba man, as long as you can be able to do it. Come on. Let's put Nigeria ahead first. Nigeria first before any other thing. Forget tribe, forget religion.
As we try to round off this conversation, I want to talk a little more. I just want to talk a little bit about the local politics in Delta State. And of course, I know that the main opposition in the Delta will be giving you a good chase to the emergence of the Deputy President of the Senate, Auwalu Tukur, is giving the PDP a good chase in the state. Now, do you think that Okowa will be able to deliver the PDP's governorship candidate in the 2023 election, considering the formidable power of the Deputy President of the Senate, Auwalu Tukur?
We have no problem in Delta State. PDP is 100% on the ground. Go around the entire Delta State, everywhere is PDP. Auwalu Tukur can he win his local government? Go and check. Delta State is purely PDP. And PDP is solidly on the ground. We have no any fear. We don't sleep with two eyes closed. We close our eyes to sleep because Okowa has done very, very well in Delta State. Look at empowerment program. Look at the road network. Look, go and see our hospital. We have the first-class hospital in Nigeria. Many things. Okowa has brought a lot of development in Delta State. So we have no fear.
I'm asking this question because of the fear that there's a rift between former Governor James Ibori and Okowa, which may kind of cause some little lapses in the PDP camp. And if care is not taken, the APC can take advantage of that very quickly.
There is no problem between Ibori and Okowa. Ibori is our leader. We respect him. Okowa respects him. Everybody respects Ibori. There is no problem. We have no any crack in PDP in Delta State. We are one family. And by the special grace of God, PDP will deliver 100% come 2023 election. And I believe South will queue behind His Excellency Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa to deliver our incoming president, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and his vice.
Right. We must thank you for your optimism. Despite the fact that APC is the incumbent government in power, you are very optimistic all through that the Atiku Okowa ticket will fly. We must thank you so much, Auwalu Tukur, who is the chairman of the Delta State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board, for joining us all the way from Asaba to help us understand the politics of Okowa and who Okowa is. Thank you so much. Well, that's how it's been for this edition of the Arise interview. Do join us again tomorrow. From me and the entire team here in Abuja. Goodbye and thank you for watching. I'm Somna Sambo.